From the farm to the road, from the factory to your plate.
Nutritional stands for safe food and then healthy lifestyle. One of the problems that hit me hard in the face when I came to Ghana in 1996 was how we were not eating vegetables. In fact, we were not consuming balanced diets. So our diet was mainly carbohydrates and then protein. So there was the vegetables and fruits missing from our diet. So that's when I decided to start eating tree.
One of the farms, which is located in Adan along the Volta Lake, a constant source of clean natural water supply for the vegetables and fruits. The vegetables that have been freshly hand-picked by the farmers have been handled carefully and properly before they get to the factory for processing and packaging.
What we basically do here is that we grow different varieties of vegetables, such as sweet pepper, squash, lettuce, pumpkin, and a whole lot, including herbs.
Throughout the years of providing unabated quality service and improving the health of people, Eden Tree has set up an ultra-modern factory to improve the quality processing and packing of their products.
When starting Eden Tree, I made sure that whatever it is that I am serving to my clients will be something that I can eat myself. Therefore, we had to take the vegetables through a process. And the process being making it safe, disinfecting it, making sure that we liaise with the farmers, we train them.
When the vegetables and fruits leave the farm to the factory, the raw produce goes through a series of quality processing procedure before it gets to the shelves in the supermarket and your home. Before the vegetables get to finished stage, they undergo sorting. This is where quality vegetables are sorted out properly.
So before any vegetable is received at the factory, the vegetable is given a batch code, and then we practice what we call first in, first out, where you use vegetables on first come basis. So any vegetable that comes in is given a batch code, it's recorded with a quantity, and then the supplier and then the farm from which it is coming from.
The factory is demarcated into two sections, the wet area and the dry area. The wet area is where the raw produce from the farm are washed and every dirt from the soil and debris are removed from vegetables and fruit and are sanitized before they get to the dry area for packing. After packaging, the products are stored at a temperature of less than 5 degrees Celsius.
The factory space is huge, and then because of that, we need ample amounts of air coming inside and then a good amount of heat, warm air going out through the vents. And so we have 4 ventilators, 2 here, 2 to the north side of the factory, and then 2 to the eastern side. The 4 bring in air into the factory. And then on top of the roof, where you have the exhaust take out air out of the warm air out of the factory. So that is, it's very important to have it ventilated because we want to be able to control the heat in this production space.
Finally, distribution is ready for the market. The Food Research Institute is mandated to conduct applied market-oriented research into problems of food processing and preservation, food safety, storage, marketing, distribution and utilization, and nutritional security in support of the food industry, and also to advise government on its food policy. In the microbiology lab at the Food Research Institute, Eden Tree Products will go through a series of microbiological analysis to prove its safety and quality for safe consumption and healthy well-being.
I'll say that salads are a mixture of vegetables, whether with dressing or no dressing. They are usually eaten fresh, they are usually served cold, and because of the nature where they are not cooked before consumption, they are prone to a lot of risk. I will put them in a high risk category, and therefore it is very important for processors and handlers to know what the hazards that are associated with the product, and the necessary controls measures that have to be put in place to make sure that the food is safe for consumption.
We are now ready to analyze the sample from Eden Tree and deliver it. Yes, before we do all the manipulations in the lab, first and foremost we disinfect our hands and then the sample itself to make sure at least the surrounding is a bit sterile. So that is what I'm just doing to make sure we disinfect the sample before all manipulations are done. We first weigh the sample, 10 grams of the sample, into the sterile bag called the stomata bag, and that is where we do our primary dilution or primary breaking of the sample before we do any other manipulations. So first, the bag is labeled with the sample number. So I'm about to weigh the sample into a sterile stomata bag. The balance is 0 to make sure it's 0 to make sure the weight on it is taken out. Then weigh 10 grams as I'm about to do. Weigh 10 grams of the sample into the sterile bag, and then we top it up to 100. That is our primary dilution. Before we go and do our secondary dilutions under the laminar flow or the safety biosafety. So we weigh 10 grams of the vegetable into the sterile bag. Yeah, after the weigh, we now take the balance off. We now take the bag off from the balance, and then we blend the sample. We blend it for 30 seconds. After the homogenization of the We are now ready to continue with the manipulations of the sample after the primary dilution. We will now have to come and place the suspension in sterile glass pipe petri dishes. So, first and foremost, the petri dishes are sterilized in canisters at 180 degrees for 2 hours. After that, they are allowed to cool to room temperature. And so they are now ready for use. So first and foremost, we remove them out from the canister and label them with the sample number, and then the media, and then the date. So that's what I'm doing now. All the manipulations have been done in the biosafety cabinet. That is, serially diluting the samples out in 10 folds to about the 6 dilution. We are now ready to pour the media of choice. That is Triton soya agar. And in this case, we first pour the Triton soya agar and then leave it to resuscitate the stress organisms for 1 to 2 hours before finally pouring the violet red bile agar that is specific for E. coli and coliforms to overlay the Triton soya agar in the ratio 1:2. So this is what we are doing now. So after you pour the media, you don't pour it directly on the inoculum, but you pour it at the site and then get the inoculum and the media to mix together. And then you whirl 20 clockwise, 20 anti-clockwise. After that, you allow it to set. So in this case, we are pouring the Triton soya agar about 5 to 7 mils in the petri dish together with the inoculum, and the two are mixed together. 20 is swirled on the bench, 20 clockwise, 20 anti-clockwise. And in doing so, the inoculum and the media or substrate will be well mixed up.
So results from the microbiological test we conducted on the products and the vegetables from Eden Tree gave us this result, showing that the products didn't have pathogens, that is, disease-causing bacteria in them. They were negative, meaning that the product is safe for consumption. Because as I said earlier, the Ghana standards show that for aerobic plate count, it should have a maximum of 1,000 cells in the product. And for E. coli, it should be a maximum of 100. Salmonella, there shouldn't be anything. And with Eden Tree not having any of these pathogens in there, meaning that it is safe for consumption.
Marina Mall is one of the leading premium supermarkets where Eden Tree products can be found and where customers purchase healthy Eden Tree products.
Speaking of Eden Tree, they have quality packaging, and then two, their products are very hygienic and then fresh. And then customers say they purchase their items because they are good and then organic.
Bunch Smoothie is a company that specializes in the production of healthy smoothies and vegetable juice. Eden Tree have supported their business by supplying them with fresh and healthy vegetables and fruits for the production of their smoothies.
We believe in serving our customers fresh fruit natural juices, and hence we introduced Bunch. Bunch natural fruit juice is a fresh fruit juice and smoothies that we do not have any preservatives added to it. We buy our produce from Eden Tree. Produce from Eden Tree has helped us to achieve our aim of giving our customers what they desire. In other words, giving our customers healthy, fresh, natural fruit juice. Fruits and vegetables we buy from Eden Tree are very fresh. They do not rot. So because of that, since we started buying from them, we've cut our losses on the fruits that we buy that gets damaged. Also thinking about the health of our customers, and that is one of the reasons why we go to buy our farm produce from Eden Tree. At Eden Tree, everything we get, we're able to keep for a span of 2 or 3 days without keeping it in the fridge, and it still preserves and it doesn't rot. And because of that, we're able to get fresh natural fruit juices and also produce smoothies for our customers.
We use Eden Tree fruits and vegetables because they are fresh and wholesome. That is the main quality we look out for in our fruits and vegetables when we go out there on the market. Eden Tree fruits are fresh and wholesome. That is why we use Eden Tree and vegetables. Eden Tree fruits and vegetables have a lot of juice in them. We are extracting them for juice and smoothies. That is why we use Eden Tree fruits and vegetables.
A lot of the ailments that people go to the hospital for treatment is all to do with our eating habits, So we process these vegetables and fruits, we make it safe so that the consumers must at least minimum have vegetables and fruits every day. And that will go towards balancing things in your body, making sure that things are right. That way you don't have to spend too much money later on in your years going to the hospitals and then having to be taking medications every day. Those are the problems that we want to try and solve. Now, we are tackling the first part. The second part of that problem is through education. Consumers need to be educated on the importance of eating vegetables and fruits every day. Now, consumers who are worried about how safe their vegetables are, because, we tell the consumer, eat vegetables, but then if they go and buy vegetables and the vegetables are contaminated, it means that it's even going to give them a further, health problem. So that's why at Eden Tree, we have a total package where we go through processes where all our products are safe and healthy to eat, and some products, the ones that are cut up, they are ready to eat, so you don't have to do anything to them. And then salads too are ready to eat. If you can't go through the process of cutting and putting everything together, we have it ready made for you.
Eden Tree, healthy people, better nation.